Don't let people try to put you in a box. I find people will always try to label you as something, or if they see you a certain way, they want to keep you in that box without ever having an open mind of anything else or any other possibility. For instance, I'm an introvert, right? So I've had people say, if I tell them, oh, I went out the other night, they'll go, what? You went out? But you're an introvert. What do you mean? You don't like going out. And I've always found that to be pretty crazy thinking. Yes, some people say it as a joke, but I've had people say it dead serious, where they think, oh, if you're an introvert, you just stay in, you don't like to go out because your energy is going to be drained. But whoever said that? I do enjoy going out as well sometimes, catching up with friends. If I didn't, I would just be a hermit, hiding all the time. But no, I do like to go out. I just choose very wisely who I spend my energy with and where I'm going and how frequently. And the same could go for extroverts. If you're someone who says, yeah, I'm pretty social, or they see that you like talking to people, making connections at work or like in open settings, if you were to turn down an offer from them to go hang out or go grab a drink, the first thing is, what do you mean no? Like, why? And if you were to tell them, oh, I want to stay home today, it would be met with, oh, but why? You like socializing. You like hanging out with people. Why would you want to stay inside? And that is horrible thinking, because you putting somebody in a box is you seeing them how you want to see them. Somebody could fully tell you who they are. They can show you what they're like. But people like to label you the way that they want to label you. They don't care about who you actually are, what's in your heart, and what you actually do. They don't pay attention to the way that you are. In their minds, if they have a specific image, then they want to stick with that image very, very strictly, and I'm not sure why that is. All just to say, don't let people put you in the box, because as humans, we are built with so many different layers. We have different emotions throughout the day. We have different thoughts. We want to try new things. We have different perspectives. We are not built or made to be just one uniform way. That whole thing is so limiting. If you really think that somebody should be one way, never change, I mean, same goes for partners in relationships. I've heard things like, oh, like I want to be with so and so because she's like this, and like they don't ever anticipate that the person is going to change. And I'm like, how do you know this person? You might be with them today, they're like 25. If you're with them 10 years, 15 years, even 5 years, they're going to be a different person, because we're always evolving. I find people like that, they just have a very limiting mentality, and they don't see all of the possibilities, how everything is always changing. There's always new things to discover, new things to feel, and we're always evolving into ourselves. We're not going to be the same person in every moment. We might be sad today, and then tomorrow a little bit more cheerful. If you can't realize that, then I do think you need to take a step back and honestly ask yourself why. Look at yourself and ask yourself, am I always the same person? Am I always feeling the same way? Am I consistently like this day in, day out? Because 100% I can guarantee that your answer is going to be no. I am not always the same. I'm not always feeling the same or thinking the same thing. Every day is different. Every day brings a new or different perspective or a new interaction that you weren't expecting or looking for. If you don't give people that same grace, then I find that you are someone who honestly does not see people as people, because a human is somebody who is unpredictable and subject to change and growth, and that's what we need to accept each other as. Enough with this limiting mentality. It doesn't bring anybody anywhere. You can't go far with it. You just stay in a box, and when you're in a box, what can happen? No growth, that's for sure. Let's change that. If you are someone who feels limited by your environment, my best advice to you is try to surround yourself by people who inspire you to be different, and different in a sense like they accept who you are, but they also celebrate and cherish the fact that you like to live life and try different things, and that you, whatever you go through or whatever you experience, whether it's new mindsets or you're growing towards another direction, that these people will still be there to celebrate you. And if you guys, let's say, don't connect over time, these people will still respect your growth at a distance, whether you guys decide to separate for whatever the reason is, because sometimes people change and you don't align with them anymore, which is okay. You don't have to keep them around that closely, but as long as those people can respect your growth, then those are people that you don't have to cut off, or people that you don't need to deem as toxic. It's the ones who don't support you trying different things and who want to put you in the box and tell you who you are. Those people are not those who are cheering you on, and you don't want to be around that. That is negativity that is not going to do you any favors in the long run.